Hey tubers, this is the Pestleman coming at you, and I'm doing a little shout out here to the Theditchwalker, to Smellanallan and headhunterlt on a few of these little things here. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to do Smellanallan. Okay, remember in your video yesterday you were showing us a brokey, and you didn't answer me, but I made a comment that, yeah, I know that, Flint. It's from about 10 miles out my back door. And you take a look at this and you tell me if that isn't the exact same Flint that point of yours wasn't made out of in your video yesterday. Okay, now this is to the Theditchwalker. Okay, you're killing me with those monster, enormous, beautiful Bentons. But here's my one and only 4 1/16 of an inch long Benton. Does have nice little bevels that are barely discernible, but nonetheless there. And it's all there. It was a real sweetie. It was a beauty. Found it right on the borderline between just when western North Carolina is just about to become eastern Tennessee, somewhere in that area. I wasn't quite sure where I was when I found it, but it was somewhere around there. It was one of those deals where me and a buddy had got up at crack of dawn out of Raleigh and driven all the way out there because we'd got this really hot tip from a guy and had a dumb map right on this creek. So we went out there to this creek, and I mean, we stomped that creek all day long, and it was rough going. I mean, it wasn't like a clear little channel or anything. It was gnarly. And I mean, we were finding tons of flakes, but no good points. And towards the end of the day, when it was almost dark and we were almost back to the truck, about 50 yards from where I parked the truck, and we'd walked a couple of miles at least back there, but about 50 yards back from the back of the truck, I could see this laying down there, and I thought, oh my God, that has gotta be a leaf. That's just gotta be a leaf. And boy, it was a Benton leaf with just a little couple of little pieces taken out of the bottom end of that leaf. And I think until I saw one of your videos today, the Theditchwalker, I thought I maybe had the world's smallest Benton. Because, you know, all the ones that are in Overstreet are, you know, I mean, mine match up to them until you read the part where it says all Bentons on this page are half size. Anyway, that's that one. Now, let's see here. Now I want to do, this is for the headhunterlt. Okay, now, this here is my Kerrville, one of my Kerrville knives. I actually have several, and I'm just having a hard time finding the other 2 or 3 of them. And I keep thinking they're going to be in a bucket in the garage, and I keep going through them and I don't find them. But here's my little Kerrville knife. And really, what's noteworthy about Kerrville knives is typically like the top half of them is a really pretty nice knife blade. And then the bottom half of them, they almost did like they did with hand axes. You know, they'd leave a bunch of the gnarly cortex and stuff down on there, I guess, you know, to kind of get a better, you know, stabby handhold kind of a thing on them. But anyway, I was looking at this cool thing that headhunterlt sent me here, and I just, you know, I guess it's not a Benton knife, but boy, I mean a Kerrville knife, but man, I sure was thinking it might have been for a little while there, because it's got that same kind of thing going. I mean, they actually made it with the same principles. You know, they left a bunch of chunky stuff on the bottom for a good handhold, and then, you know, you got a, you know, nice good cutty stabber blade up top. That's that for this one. Thanks a lot, tubers.